Hello guys, today's video is about a crazy lockdown build, man, using the Tiklandian Visage, Homunculus Mojo, Sacrifice. It's crazy. It's a very, very good build. And basically guys, you can CC lock the whole screen for 8 seconds. And I mean everything. Elite packs, trash, the lot. The only thing it doesn't work on is Rift bosses, okay? That would have been too OP. But it's great. So 8 seconds is a long time. You can just wreck everything. Elite packs sit there with their thumb up their ass, man. They can't do shit. It's crazy. Just got to go through the build. So he's using Plague of Toads, Rain of Toads with Fetch Sycophant, so we get 15 extra pets dealing physical damage. We're using the SMK, Start Mode Kukri, so every time they attack, it takes 1 second off Fetch Army, so we can spam that. And of course, Big Bad with Slam Dance, which are Fapes and Deeps. Nice. So we're using Horrify, Face of Death. So basically, because we're using this, we pop this, you walk around, and everything around you just get completely fear locked, and they can't do nothing. It's so crazily strong. It's great. So we're using Fetish Army, Legion of Daggers, 8 pets, at 108% weapon damage, dealing physical. We're stacking physical in this build, so it hits extremely hard. And of course, Fetish Army damage as well, stacking Fetish Army. So we're using Sacrifice, Provoke the Pack. It gives you 20% increased damage for 5 seconds. It's great. It's absolutely great. So what you use the Homunculus here. Make sure you get a 4-second one, preferably with crit and Fetish Army damage as well. It's quite hard to get those rolls, but just get farming, guys. And then every time you pop this, so like 1.2, look. 1.4, 1.6, it makes your damage go sky high, and of course makes all your pets hit harder as well, and it hits extremely hard as well. Seeing this hit for like 200 mil, it's nuts. Okay, so Spirit Walk as usual, your CC Breaker, and of course your Escape Tool and Speed Tool. Using Jaunt, 3 seconds. Big Bad Voodoo Slam Dance, because like I said earlier, we're using SMK, so as the fetishes are attacking, it's refreshing this extremely quickly, which makes fast clearance times. It's excellent. So yeah, we're using Sycophants, we're using GI, Grave Injustice. Every time you use yourself or one of your pets kills the target, gives you 1% of your cooldown back, and of course 1% life and mana. But more importantly, it's refreshing, Horrify, Face of Death, and Spirit Walk. Well, everything basically, but it's mainly fresh. It's for this basically, so you can just CC lock the whole screen. Okay, I'm using Gruesome Feast. You don't have to have this one, but I do really like this one because when you CC lock elites especially, that's when you start getting a lot of health globes. When you find elites, health globes start dropping. So as you've got them CC locked and all your pets are wailing on them and you're casting your Toad and shit, you just run around, pick up your health globes, and it makes your DPS go through the fucking roof. You know, I've smashed well over 3 million DPS doing this method with Sacrifice, Slam Dance, and Gruesome Feast, and Bane the Powerful procking. It's crazy. Your pets will hit extremely hard even without a Mask of Germ. It's very, very good. Lovely. Okay, and of course Pierce the Veil for extra flat 20% increased damage. Don't worry about the mana cost. We don't use mana in this build. Okay, gears, man. So first and foremost, you must have a Start Melt Cookery. You must have this because it's all used to refresh Big Bad Voodoo and Fetch Army. So get hunting, man. Get hunting. Okay, I'm using 2-part Blackthorns for the increased vitality and elite damage. You know what I mean? The only thing that's going to slow us down is elites, especially in Greater Riften. So you want these two here. Like I said earlier, you need Homunculus because every time you spawn a dog, you can sacrifice it and increases your whole sheet DPS extremely high. And when you use a Tall Man's Finger Rent as well with Sacrifice, it hits for about 3,000 weapon damage instead of what it says here of 1,090. Hits for about 3. I think it's about 3k. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's about 3k. And I've seen this thing hit up in the 200s of million. So it's very, very nice. So make sure you get a 4-second one. 6-second, 5-second, 5 or 6 seconds ain't really going to cut it. You want a 4. You want a 4 and make sure it's got crit and of course Fetch Army damage on it as well. Okay, so on the ring, of course, CHD, CC. For the first gem we're using, of course, is Bane the Powerful, extra elite damage, and increased damage as well. The more you rank it up, the more you get. I'll get 1 minute and 5 seconds at the moment, which is really nice at rank 35. Other ring, of course, is Stone of Jordan with physical, socket, and the gem we're using is Enforcer. It's still about the pets though, so increased pet damage and, of course, pet damage reduction. Gloves, of course, are Task and Fears to make the pets attack a lot faster, up to 50%, mine's a 45, still need to get an upgrade here. There's the good, make sure they're trifecta as well. We're using 3-part Orgils, shoulders, chest plate, bracer on the shoulders, you want Infit armor, and of course Fetch Army damage. Same for the chest plate, Infit, Fetch Army, and bracer, of course you want physical, Infit, crit. Helm, Tiklandian Visage, you do want one with crit instead of that all-res roll. Unfortunately, I don't have a crit one yet, but I'm still looking, For an amulet, guys, of course you want physical, socket, CHD, intel, and any amulet you want, really. I'm almost quite lucky to get this Halo's Acronaut, which makes me immune to all freeze damage, actually heals me, which is pretty sweet. And the build, of course, is the Witching Hour. Lovely. Okay, let's go to Paragon points then. So I'm using intelligence, obviously, and movement speed, so cap your movement speed. In offense, I'm using attack speed, CHD, then CC, though you could drop this and put cooldown reduction in if you want to make Horrify refresh even quicker, but I find that it refreshes quick enough, if I'm honest. It's okay, it's fine. You know what I mean? I can pretty much lock down pretty much everything all the time. It's nuts. In defense, start off with armor, life percent, and all resistance. Reason to go armor first is because it raises your toughness up extremely well. The higher your toughness is, the stronger your pets are as well, so they don't die quite as often. Then you want to start off with life on hit, max out that first, then area damage, so as you're spamming your toads and doing your sacrifice dog, they've got a 20% chance to do an extra 50% damage around them to all the other mobs, so it's very, very important. And then you don't need recoil soft reduction because we don't use any mana, and of course just gold find or whatever you want basically. Alright, let's show it in action. Let's go to my usual stomping ground, which is Halls of Agony level 2. Let me just zoom over very quickly. It's very, very easy basically. You just see mobs, you press Horrify, sacrifice, slam darts, and just wreck face. I did a one dummy run in Greater Rift there that I've got up to level 32 on my first run. It's just nuts. Like, look how much I can just horrify everything. It's up again, and you can just CC lock everything, absolutely everything. Because the main problem with Greater Rift, especially around about level 30, is your pets die to elite packs all the fucking time. And you go, look, completely CC locked that elite pack, and they died virtually instantly on T6 straight away. It's a great build to play in groups as well, because you could just lock down absolutely everything. And your team will love you for it. They will absolutely love you for it. Bringing that witch doctor man, they can just lock down fucking everything. It's crazy. So boom, you can see those big hits from Sacrifice Dog. And just keeps our DPS up. Look, we've got a few, was that 2.2 mil there? If we had some group from feast stacks there, it would have ramped up really high. So let's go BAM! And let's get wrecked. Actually, I forgot to mention one gem actually. Bane of the Trapped in the Amulet, guys. When their mobs are under a controlled parent effect, so basically Horrify, they take X amount increased damage. So this gem is fantastic. Also, it's got a secondary that reduces their movement speed, so when it gets close to you, it does a snare, which also procs the gem's extra damage. But to be honest, most of the time, you just do one Horrify, and everything is gaining that extra damage from Bane of the Trapped. It's just awesome. It's really, really good. And you can see everything is locked down. That dog just critted for 100 mil there. Bam! They've got one gruesome feast stack there, up 2 mil there already. We only have 1.2 mil sheet DPS at the moment, so yeah, that's pretty good. It's crazy how far you can ramp up the DPS. You know, these big guys, they're not really a pain in the ass. And look, they can't even move now. They can't even melee you. Bam! What's that? One sacrifice. Oh, trash pack just dead. It's absolutely nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. Right, let's go to my usual stomping ground over here to do to get an elite, because there's always a guaranteed shrine here. So let's go over quickly and just do a proper rotation on the elite pack. Oh, we've already got an elite pack here. Perfect. So yeah, man. So we've just feared them up. They've got a bit of electrify there. You be careful you don't get too close to electrify, because you don't want to kill yourself from electric. That's one of the perfections you do, and boom, completely locked down. They can't goddamn move. It's crazy, guys. It is so strong. The only thing it doesn't work on is Greater Rift Guardians. That's the only thing it doesn't work on. So we're just coming to this elite pack. They're now stunned and feared now for 8 seconds. 8 seconds. And one of them got out that time because I was just slightly out of range. And you can just see the power of the Tiklandian Visage, guys. It truly is an amazing item. And it's just a great build, guys. And there you go, guys. Check it out, man. I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed playing this one. This one is really, really fun. Really fun. And, yeah, as usual, guys, please like and subscribe. And if you've got any comments below or any ways to improve this build, man, you may always open to criticism. Post it in the fucking chat below, guys. And there you go. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you all again soon. Check it out, man. Check it out, Visage. It's a sick one, man. It's sick. It's so good. Bye-bye.